What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to talk about the Golden State Warriors at the Houston Rockets, 112-92 in favor of the Warriors. Friday, October 30th, 2015. I'm gonna just go and let you guys understand why I'm doing this. Like I said, I don't really do a lot of NBA recaps and podcasts because I'm really a football guy. But like I said, I enjoy specific teams. The Warriors being one of them. Since the Steph Curry era has emerged. I also like watching. What is this? I like the Pelicans now. Anthony Davis. The Rockets were okay. But, I'm not James Harden. That's the biggest thing about why I did this podcast is because James Harden put out a quote that he thought that he was supposed to be the MVP last year. And I had a real problem with that. I know you're supposed to always think that you're the best, but reality should set in at some point. Steph Curry, I don't think people understand how special Steph Curry is. And it's not because of his daughter Riley, who my wife is just in love with for some reason. I don't know anything that Riley does. She thinks it's so cool. He actually had I think his wife had a Instagram video of Riley doing the whip, and it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't really pay attention to stuff like that. I'm about the sports. Women find other things to do within the sport that makes them feel okay to watch it, but I'm not really interested in all of that. But I'm just letting you guys understand something. There's no way possible that people can even consider the Steph Curry to the James Harden comparison is something that's logical, because it's a difference between a ball hog and a guy that's a great player that shares the ball. And in my opinion, James Harden holds on to the ball too much. He's too much of a ball hog. He's not something that I consider, let me see, a quote unquote, is he a superstar? It's very difficult for me because he doesn't, I don't know. As you can see, I'm very confused about how to really judge James Harden, because I think he was a guy that if he would have stayed with the OKC Thunder, that they would have already won a championship already. He's just not he's a guy that could put up a lot of points and stuff like that, but he's not a closer. Even as we saw it last year when he turned the ball over late in the playoffs and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if he will ever get that it factor. And I don't know if being with the Kardashian helps that, based on what's happened to other men that have been with Kardashians. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but it's just something about it. The game was exciting overall. And I'm going to be honest with you, the Golden State Warrior games are the only games that I can have a female watch with me. And that's, LeBron sometimes, but sometimes it's really boring. With some of the Cavs games that we've been watching as of late. Well, not really boring. He beat on the Miami Heat last night also. That was also a great game. But this was the game I was more focused on, because it's something about watching Steph Curry play, because it just looks like he's not even putting in an effort to do it. But we know behind the scenes he works extremely hard. And that's something that should be commendable. Because, like, he's making it seem like, whatever. And a lot of people hate on Steph Curry, being a light-skinned guy, already you're going to get hate. But then he's a light-skinned pretty boy, but he can ball. The dude goes out there, and it's like, you'll see people watch a Golden State Warrior game like, wow, is that Steph Curry? Like, he pulls up outside the stadium shooting threes. Like, literally, like, the dude is way beyond the arc. And it just looks like, all right, it's like, it's definitely going to go in. Similar to that new iPhone 6S commercial, it's like he can just shoot and just turn around. He already knows it's going in. That's special. Dwight Howard is getting banged on. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't know where that just came from. Barnes just really one-handed dunked on Howard, though. And he's another clown. Dwight Howard is another clown that he's not going to win a championship. Come on, guys. The Rockets are not winning the championship. I'm sorry, guys. Listen, to the city of Houston, I love you guys. This is not about the city. It's just, you guys have to understand something. The team that has been put together, the Rockets ain't winning anything, man. They probably go to the playoffs. That's it. When you're getting banged on, you know what I'm saying, Dwight Howard, and then you're supposed to be this big Christian guy, but then you're having babies out of wedlock, and it's just like, bro, just shut up. I watched a special on him a couple years ago when it was just all religious this, religious that, and then it comes out later that he's a deadbeat dad, he's not paying child support, and just like, guys, shut the hell up, man. Just be a human being. How about you do that? Just be a human being and try to treat people as best you can, and unless somebody does something that's bad to you, try not to do something bad to somebody else. How about you treat people how you want to be treated, and things like that. Let's stop with all the other stuff because you guys are not upholding the standards that you're putting out to these younger kids and everything like that. Dwight Howard is a certified clown. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I think his days are long gone to where he was a dominant force in the NBA. Is he a big man that's considerable? Yeah, but I don't think that he has that factor that's needed as a big man to take it to the next level. But more of what I wanted to talk about was just the whole Steph Curry to James Harden comparison. Because I've been having continuous arguments in barbershops, in the streets, about this whole James Harden beard. Like, first of all, that beard is starting to be, it's played out now. He needs to shave it. He needs to just shave his beard and, you know, do something else. Because, bro, you're not winning, bro. You're 0-2. Everybody's running off at the mouth. You know, of course. A lot of teams that they played were injured last year, the Golden State Warriors. I understand that. But you can't blame them for that. They can only beat who's in front of them. So for all the aficionados that are saying, yeah, you know, but it didn't, okay, I understand all that. I definitely understand that. But you can't beat somebody that's not there. You know what I'm saying? What was there is what was there. Should the Spurs have beaten the Clippers? I think so. Maybe that would have been a better series afterwards. But guess what, bro? It didn't happen. And sometimes it just works out like that. Sometimes things just go, and sometimes things are just laid out like a gold road for you, and all you got to do is walk it. And that's what happens, similar to their colors of gold. That's it. And I'm just very sick and tired of everybody always trying to, you know, justify James Harden being a superstar and all. Listen, he could be a superstar on his own plateau someplace, but he's not in the same stratosphere as Steph Curry. That's all I'm saying. At this point right now, the way it's going, James Harden is not doing anything to show that it was something that he was robbed of. And I want that to be very clear. I want people to understand that we have to be cognizant of the fact that the MVP is coming out and still playing like the MVP. And he's just a guy with a beard to me. He's just a guy with a beard to me. And how the hell is Luke Walton the interim coach? I didn't even know what the hell was going on. That was the first game I saw of them to see. I was like, what the hell is he doing there? Wasn't he just playing with the Lakers a couple years ago? I don't want to get into that. It was a lot of craziness that was going on. But that was my biggest point. I want everybody to understand that. When you start running off at the mouth about this guy with the beard guy or whatever this guy is, understand something. What you're dealing with now is history in the making with Steph Curry. And the upside to him is huge. Okay? And you guys better be careful, because you better be careful what you wish for, because everybody's saying, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when they go against this guy with a full team. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and say right now that Steph Curry has a very high chance of possibly repeating as the MVP, and they also have a very high chance of repeating as NBA champions. Let me know what you think. Until next time, one love.